Hey guys, Brandon Woolham, CCM Magazine, hanging out today in the CCM Cafe with our friend Aaron Cole. What's up, my man?
What up, man? How you doing?
Good. We've seen you around town, but it's been a while since you came and visited us about 3 albums ago.
Yeah. My first album. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
We're ready for a new one coming out next week,
Yeah.
the 26th. Sorry I Changed.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about that 13-track album.
Yeah. It's my first album on a new record label. I just signed a deal to Sony Provident Records, RCA, the whole nine. And so, man, I'm really excited. It's been a long journey for me, and I'm just ready to kind of take things to the next level. It's been super cool.
So what's a song on this one that once people get their hands on, you want to make sure that they give a good listen to? Because there's a wide array of songs on this album.
What do you mean? What do you mean? The whole album. You got to run it front to back. You know what I'm saying? But no, my radio single this time is it's a song called Proof. I put that out a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago, but it's now going to radio. And another song that's kind of like going crazy on social media is a song called I Love It. So it's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So over these past few albums, some people kind of view you as a hip hop guy, a rapper.
Yeah.
But maybe with this album here, they're going to see you. You're continuing to break down some of these barriers that we hold up between CCM, gospel, and hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. I think, man, since the beginning, like since I was a teenager, and being with Toby and stuff like that, like I kind of just been always the both, like doing singing, doing rapping and stuff like that. And so I feel like it's finally starting to catch on to people that I do both, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's super cool, man. I'm just excited. Like I said, with the title, Sorry I Changed, just kind of talk about all the changes, like what we were talking about as far as the, you know what I'm saying, the record label and the whole nine. And I feel like one thing that I feel like God was showing me too is that like real life changes you and going through real life situations and stuff like that, like losing loved ones and losing friendships and, you know what I'm saying, the whole nine. And also it's the gospel. It's like when you become to know God and you know what I'm saying, change your life, like it's some remorse there because it's a lot of things that you have to let go inside of yourself. It's a lot of people that you have to let go. So it's like, sorry, you know what I'm saying, I changed. And so, yeah, man, I think the whole thing is just kind of really key for me, like just talk about all the things that I've been through, all the things that I've been, you know what I'm saying, dealing with and stuff like that. And that goes with the singing and rapping because in the industry, it's kind of hard to get people to understand, like, yo, like I rap and I sing. So it's cool.
Yeah, there's not many guys who would be classified as a Christian hip hop guy who can roll in here with just a keyboard and pull off two songs that you did today.
Man, you said it, not me. You said it, not me.
So with the new album, also a new radio single too. Talk about Proof a little bit.
Yeah, Proof. It's kind of means a lot to me. The song kind of just came out of, like I said, a real situation. A lot of people that have seen in my past, like my parents have been super involved in my career the whole time, and kind of like on and off in their relationship, up and down. And last year, my dad kind of hit like a rock bottom to where he was dealing with suicidal thoughts and the whole nine. And like even me, like just personal situations dealing with that and the whole nine. Like we had a family like meeting and stuff like that. And I actually had one of my friends with me. Like I just had to stop everything when I heard about my dad, like suicidal thoughts. And I went out to Virginia and we had a family meeting. And afterwards, my friend, he was just like, man, it's been a good day. And I was like, man, what you mean? Like, it's been one of the craziest days of my life. Yeah. He's like, nah, you got to see it from the other side. It's like, man, you got here, your dad didn't do that, the whole nine. And so I kind of like started thinking to myself and pondering on the question of like, man, why do us as Christians tend to worry so much when God has proven himself over and over again? You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you look at the test of time, like anything that you've been through, if you're still standing, you're still here, that means you made it to the other side. And so I just kind of started to ponder on that and, you know what I'm saying, give it to God of like, man, God, I'm going to trust you and I'm going to really, you know what I'm saying, hone into that you've proven yourself over and over again. In case in point, like my parents are back together, my dad is good, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, man, God comes through every time. And so that's kind of what the song is about. It's like, I don't need to see any more proof to know what God can do.
Yeah. So today you stripped down a couple songs for us, like I said, just the keyboard.
Yeah.
Have you ever looked at maybe doing an acoustic album like that and bringing all of your songs out for a special?
You kind of was the first one to put that in my head. So we'll see. Maybe I'll come.
We've got the label rep here today. Maybe we get it in there.
Yeah, we'll get her to cook it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So take us into these kind of writing sessions when you do the 3 different types of music with the CCM, the gospel, the hip hop. Yeah. That makes the writing sessions a little different, I'm assuming. I'm not a songwriter, but those are different styles of writing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
When you got the lyrics laid out, how do you decide what tone and genre that's going to go to?
Yeah. I think it kind of just depends on the vibe. It depends on how I'm feeling that day. Like there's times just because I feel like rapping and singing, they're like both my childs. Like I can't pick a favorite one. So it's like there's some days where I'm like I only want to do rap songs, and there's some days where I only want to do singing songs. So it's like, man, it just depends on the vibe. But I'm just blessed, and you know what I'm saying, God gave me the gift to do both, and I hope that I continue to do both for a long time. So
Yeah, and you've been doing it for a long time. This is the third album that people know about.
Yeah.
When we go back to your official first album, you're 4 years old.
Yeah, come on, man. What you know about that? What you know about that? Yeah.
That's all I know about it. I've never heard it. I don't know if anybody's heard it.
You don't need to hear it. You don't need to hear
get that
it.
hidden somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. You don't need to hear that. But yeah, no, I started rapping when I was like 3 or 4. I started singing when I was 7. And then when I turned 12, I kind of just got serious about it. Like I was doing things in the area as a kid, like my parents and my uncle and stuff like that was like helping me out. Just for fun. And then when I turned 12, I was like, no, this is what I really want to do, which sounds crazy. It's like 12-year-old, I was in middle school, you know, but this is what I wanted to do in my life. And so I was just working on my craft. And about 15 is when, you know what I'm saying, Toby found me and the whole nine. And that was a great time. That's still big, bro. And so, yeah, I finished my deal last year with Kobe. And I was just kind of like, God, what do you have for me next? And so here we are. Yeah.
And he has a new album for you. Sorry I Changed. It's going to be out real soon, depending on when you're seeing this. April 26th may already be out, so make sure you're streaming that.